5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. Cynthia Wilson-Graham is in the studio with us. She was in with us last week with a completely different topic, which is awesome. She has co-authored a book about Paradise Park, which you have to get a copy of. She'll be doing a book signing this Saturday. Is that right, Cynthia?
At 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock at Barnes & Noble?
Actually, it's going to be at Silver Springs State Park.
Oh, it's Silver Springs. That's right. I'm sorry. And Cynthia is here today to talk about the Head Start program. She is the Family Service Coordinator for the Head Start Education Program. She's a lecturer. She's also the first Vice President of the Marion County chapter of the NAACP. She's an advocate for the successful installation of a historical marker. I won't say anything about it, but it looks beautiful, by the Bureau of Historic Preservation at the former entrance to Paradise Park, and now I know where it is. Finally, after all these years asking, I finally have a mental picture. A researcher, photographer, beautiful lady, and a contributor to our community in such a great way. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning. How are you all doing today?
Can I tell you something we saw the other day?
Yes.
I just told you before we went on the air that Robin and I practice our music sometimes at Silver Springs. So we were sitting there on the bench right by the water, and there was a little boy to our left. He sat down on the sidewalk, cross-legged, and he was watching us. He maybe was 4. You think he was maybe 4 years old?
I think so. I think he might have been 4.
His little sister came running down. She wanted to sit with him, but she tripped, and she hit her head on his head, and she then got up and ran back to her mother crying. Now he's rubbing his head because he just got hurt. Now she's crying to her mother, and I could see the look on his face like, oh no, I'm in trouble. And all he wanted to do was listen to these two old people playing music.
Children love music.
And then, of course, the parents didn't reprimand him. He was worried for nothing. But then it was so cute. They started dancing like the Irish jigs. Like somewhere along the way, this 3 and 4 year old, the little girl looked maybe 3, he looked maybe, somewhere along the way they learned. So that early learning thing is really a smart thing. We shouldn't wait till they're 5 before we start educating our children.
And that's absolutely correct. And actually, the Head Start and Early Head Start program provides services at 6 weeks old.
6 weeks?
Yes, and we serve families, expectant families, which are pregnant women.
How do you teach those children?
You work with the mother at home.
Do you literally, teach the children while they're still unborn?
Yes. We have a
What do you
nurse
teach them?
We have a nurse that works with the mothers while they're pregnant at home, and she goes to the home to educate them.
The children, not the mother.
The mother
The
is
mom.
pregnant.
The mom is pregnant.
So she'll working.
Getting the education.
Yes.
Who's being educated? The unborn baby?
The mother is being educated.
Oh, okay.
Can't teach the baby yet, but the
That's
mother
what
can read to the baby.
That's what I thought. All right. But when Robin has 2 children, we don't share children. So
No.
when I say she has children, even though the paper made it seem like we were married, but we're not. And I have a son. So anyway, when my son was very, very little, I can remember teaching him the alphabet, teaching him how to write his name, etc., and little things like that before he ever went to the first day of kindergarten. So I guess I had my own Head Start program.
Yeah, you
Yes.
did.
Well, the Head Start program is basically for low-income families. We do serve children with special needs in the Head Start and Early Head Start program, giving them priority placement. So it is income-based.
You're a very big contributor to this community. You do so much.
Yes, I do.
So
And focusing on the families as early as possible is very critical, and it's beneficial to all of us.
when did you start? What's the parent organization? Is this a state program?
This is a federally funded program.
Federally funded. Okay.
Yes, federally funded program.
It's part of Childhood Development Services?
Yes.
Okay.
And Childhood Development Services is celebrating their 50th year in the community, and Kirk Broman is our CEO, and
Oh,
Lasonia
wow.
Waters is our Head Start and Early Head Start director for the program. She's been there over 30 years, and
Wow.
I've been with the agency 25 years.
So we must know some of the people. When we did the thing with the hands over in Silver Springs,
Yeah. Week of the Young Child.
Week of the Young Child, that was
Yes.
when Cliff Stearns, that was part of that, huh?
Yes, and Brandy Cooney is our PR director, so you might have been in contact with Brandy for that particular event.
And we also did perform for the Head Start here in Marion County and also up in Gainesville for the Head Start programs at the school. What is the name of that elementary school out there?
Robin has
Fessenden?
Robin has a lot more gigabytes of memory
We
than I
did
have.
Fessenden too, but we also did it close to the.
She has a terabyte of memory.
Martin Luther King Jr. complex there. The
Howard Academy?
yeah, Yeah.
Howard Academy?
Howard Academy, and then yep. And so we did the Head Start program over there.
Well, we're looking forward to you all coming out again. The Head Start
We
and
would
Early
love
Head
to do
Start.
it.
Yes.
I don't know why we stopped. I guess we just kind of drifted into other things. But
And children love music, but the Head Start and Early Head Start program is currently located under the auspices of Childhood Development Services in 6 counties. In Marion, Citrus, Alachua, we only serve Early Head Start, which is our infant toddler program. And then we serve Levy County and Dixie County and Gilchrist County as well.
Wow. And do you travel? You yourself travel?
I travel to all of
All
the
the
counties.
counties? Oh my gosh, they're
Oh,
so
so you're the
lucky to
boss.
have you.
No, I'm not the boss.
but they think
Kurt
of you
is
as
the
the
boss.
boss. Who's the boss?
Kurt Broman.
Kurt. But you show up and they know, oh, this lady's higher up on the ladder.
No, we work together as
No.
a team with
You
the
just-
teachers in the classroom.
So does Head Start classes start at the same time as other classes?
Well, Head Start programs vary in time, but it's a 6-hour day program. It's a no-cost program.
6 hours a day.
6 hours a day.
Wow.
Parents do not have to pay any fees for the program to enroll their children. There are only 2 requirements: the age of the child and the family's income.
What is VPK?
VPK is a state-funded program,
Okay.
which is different from Head Start. Head Start is federally funded. VPK is state-funded.
And is it the same idea? Is it similar?
Well, many programs, and this is Cynthia's opinion, many programs have modeled their programs after the Head Start program.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys were first.
Yes,
You
and
were
we're
first.
celebrating 50 years of Head Start existence. It used to be a mom and pop program, and then it started off by parents running the program, and now it's a multi-million-dollar program.
And do you serve the children lunch there too?
We provide nutritious meals. We provide breakfast, lunch, and snack to
Oh,
all of the
okay.
children. Parents are not required to bring any food to the program, including our infants and toddlers. We provide the milk and the Pampers.
Oh my
and the
gosh,
Pampers.
that's wonderful.
It says here limited transportation, so you actually bring the children from their homes to the Head Start
Yes, and
locations?
that's only in our Levy County program that we transport
okay.
children to
Okay.
school, because that county is very rural. But we would love to have that same service provided here in Marion County and the other counties as well. But that would require us to work with our school systems in transporting the children to our facilities that are on their sites.
As a federal program, are you limited to the locations you can be in? And the specific reason I'm asking the question is I seem to remember there was a story about some people get upset when you put federally funded programs in churches. Is that a problem for you guys, or not really?
We haven't had that problem before.
So a Head Start program could be in a church?
Yes, and
somewhere?
Head Start programs have been in
Okay,
churches.
okay. Well, that's
We don't
good.
have any currently located in churches, but they have been in churches, and they do exist in churches, just not in our area.
Sometimes people are kind of shy to enlist the aid of early readiness for their children. How do you alleviate that from the parents? How do you get them to think, this isn't anything derogatory or anything? It's very beneficial.
Head Start is a school readiness program for preschool children. And oftentimes you do have individuals that may qualify for the program that do not apply for the services. The ones that having to pay daycare for $100 or $75 a week, they know the benefits of having their children in the early Head Start or Head Start program. Those are the families that we have that would love to have their children placed in the program.
Right. I'm guessing that there's a social aspect of it too for the children. If you look at the academic, just learning things, how to read and all that. But just being around other little children, especially if it's different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different cultures, that must be a very good thing for them as they go into school.
It is. Children are exposed to different cultures,
Yeah.
different nationalities of people and their peers, foods included with that, clothing, dress, and style. But it's just so critical that we understand that all children look at each other as.
We'll be right back, Cynthia. Thank you. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today. Watch out for a thunderstorm or two during the afternoon and evening hours. The high today 88 to 92. And partly cloudy overnight, low 72 to 76. For tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds. A shower and thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon and evening hours. High tomorrow 89 to 93. Thursday, partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm mainly in the afternoon. The high again 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Hello friends, this is Avilio Silvera inviting you to the 23rd Annual Silver River Friends of the NRA Dinner. Our upcoming charitable banquet is on September 10th, 2015 at 5:30 p.m. and this year at a brand new location, the Circle Square Cultural Center at On Top of the World. The $50 per person ticket gives you access to games, a live auction, silent auction, raffles, prizes, and a whole lot of fellowship and fun, not to mention a seafood and chicken dinner buffet. You're going to want to be at the Silver River Friends of the NRA dinner on September the 10th at Circle Square Cultural Center. You can call Connie Davis at 352-239-0711. Again, that's Connie Davis at 352-239-0711. This is our charitable fundraising for the year so that we can empower the next generation of defenders of the Second Amendment.
You may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Women are more likely to feel stressed at night than men, and here's why. Because even after working all day, women typically come home to chores and childcare, while men kick back with a beer and watch TV, right? The way we feel when we indulge in a forbidden food like a Philly cheesesteak has a major impact on our ability to stick with our diet. Pet ownership, it has been linked to less stress, lower blood pressure, and better heart health.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
18 minutes after 10 o'clock, and you're listening to WOCA. Cynthia Wilson-Graham is in the studio. She's talking to us about the Head Start program, the premier early childhood preschool educational program here in not just Marion County, but let's see, you cover Marion, Citrus, Levy, Dixie, Gilchrist, and Alachua counties. So it's a pretty big area.
Yes.
What's Gilchrist County? I don't know that one.
Gilchrist is Trenton.
Oh, okay, Trenton.
Yes.
I didn't realize that was Gilchrist County.
Yes.
Is that Cedar Key also?
No.
No. What's Cedar Key? That's Alachua?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, anyway, so the program includes we already talked about the transportation, but one thing I want to ask about dental examinations. You do that too?
Yes. All children enrolled in our Head Start and early Head Start program as well receive no-cost dental exams.
Wow.
We have professional to come in to examine the children's teeth, gums for early Head Start.
Right.
And we have dentists that provide this service.
Oh, so once you get the examination, you get like if you need a filling or something?
Yes. Once they provide the services, the children are categorized, and then they are prioritized based on the needs for services. So ones that have severe dental needs are classified as priority, so we make sure we get them in first, and then that's how the other children.
What is the teacher to student ratio? How many students does each teacher have to see after, or whatever?
In our classrooms, we have no more than 20 children to two teachers.
Okay.
In early Head
I
Start,
don't know how you handle 20.
it's 2 teachers.
Oh, 2 teachers. Okay.
2 teachers, and then in early Head Start, is 8 children to 2 teachers.
What do you remember from school?
What do I remember from school?
From that age, what do you remember? You know what I remember? I remember taking a nap.
I remember recess, and I remember my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Ernestine Stevenson. I remember Mr.
Wow, that's
Jones.
cool. You remember her name.
I remember Miss Reese. You know, you remember certain teachers that stand out.
Did your mom send you to school with lunch?
I don't think we had to take lunch. I think they provided lunch for us.
They
back
did,
then.
really. You know what today is? Today is National, what is it again?
National Ants on a Log.
National Ants on a Log Day. Do you know what Ants on a Log is?
The celery.
You know this too.
Oh, good job.
You already know. Everybody knows this but me. I never heard it. Celery with peanut butter and raisins.
Raisins.
Oh, we gotta get.
Are we the only two people who didn't know what this was?
I think so.
But they said that's a healthy snack.
It's a very healthy snack, and it tastes good.
Right.
I like the fact that you remembered recess.
Yes.
From your childhood, because you do wonderful things with the children for play, and that seems to be lost in
Yes.
the upper grades.
Yes. And there's not enough time. I mean, learning is critical, but the brain needs to relax, and that you're learning while you're at play.
So you said something during the break that I think is worth repeating. You said that it's open to everybody, regardless of income level.
Yes.
But
Anyone.
But if you're rich,
You know the benefits of the program.
well, if you're rich, let's see. How do I say this? And correct me if I'm saying it wrong. But you're not going to get first priority because somebody who can't afford it will get first priority because a rich person has other options.
They have other options, and they could pay for care if they want.
They could pay for care.
Yes. And so we have a priority system. Anyone can apply for Head Start and Early Head Start. However, our selection criteria is prioritize the children that have needs to ensure that the children have higher needs are placed in the program, are selected and placed in the program first.
But see, what that tells me is if Donald Trump wants his children to go to the Head Start program, it must mean you're doing something right.
That's exactly right, and Donald Trump can apply. Not that he needs the services.
I think we need his grandchildren. I think his children are grown by now.
But you did bring up the fact, though, that if a person, if a family is of means and they have a special needs child,
Yes.
that will fall into the priority range.
Yes, children, families that have children with special needs, they are also categorized in the selection criteria. They are given extra priority if the child has a special need.
Is the Head Start classes in a church? Does it include any religious part of it, or are they allowed to have Christmas and Easter, or do you know what I mean? Or
Well, since we don't have any Head Start programs in a church, in our facility,
okay,
so that's
well, it doesn't even apply.
Yes.
Okay, but other counties might have that.
yes.
Okay.
I love that you give counseling, not just about nutrition to the children, but also you have family counseling, and
We
that's
do have-
pretty important.
Yes, we do have family counseling. It's critical because we deal with children that have a lot of special needs. Some children come to us that have never been into a early learning environment, and school is school to some, but they've never been there. The mother may be suffering from mental illness, or the father may be suffering as well. Or someone could be incarcerated. They could have a sick parent, a parent that died, or whatever. All of those issues are taken into consideration when we place the children into the program.
Do the children at that age have the same kind of challenges as the children maybe in 4th or 5th grade? Or is bullying an issue at that age, or no? Well, at that age, they're probably.
Well, I think sometimes you may have children that
might
bully
have
other children
yeah.
because of their home environment. And that's why we offer the counseling services to the individual
So that's
families.
a red
It's not-
flag, right?
Yes.
When you see
It's
that?
not just a child we provide the service to, we provide it to the family.
And you are really giving the children a huge, huge service, because for them to develop these skills, social and academic, before they go to kindergarten, they're going to be put on an equal level with the other
Yes.
students in school.
And that's what Head Start is about, giving them a hand up. It's not a handout.
And you teach them about the social aspects, and not just to judge another person on what kind of clothing they're wearing, things
Yes.
like that. Do you have a uniform rule there?
We don't have
the
a
children?
uniform rule there.
Tell me this. I'm going to ask a backwards question. What is it not? I have a thought about what it might not be. Shall I just tell you what my thought is? Make it
Sure.
easier, because my question might be confusing. Is it not daycare? In other words, if somebody's listening to this and they're saying, "Oh my gosh, I need to put my child someplace. This sounds like a good place." So is it not daycare?
We don't look at Head Start as a daycare facility, because oftentimes daycares, you can drop the child off. There's not an educational curriculum that they must follow.
Right.
Every child that's in the Head Start program is on a scale. They all receive services educational services. They come in, they're tested, and we work towards meeting their milestones on an individual basis, every child in the program. A daycare setting, the children are basically cared for while they're there, but they don't have to go through this rigorous educational.
Yeah. So if a parent comes to you, and I'm assuming there's an interview before the children are signed up, right?
Once we recruit them, they go through a full orientation process to tell them a little bit about the program and what to expect from the program. The parents also have an online access to their children's educational learning system where they can go online to see what their children are doing, what they're working on. So it's more than just a daycare.
They have grades?
They receive an unofficial report card, but that's what it is.
Just to give you an idea of how you did.
Yes.
So I can imagine, okay, here's like a positive to my negative question. My negative question is, what is it not? But the positive would be, let's say there's a working mom out there, right? And she's paying, what does daycare cost
About
sometimes?
$300 a week now.
$300 a week?
Yeah, it's up there.
Holy mackerel. So what does that
It's
work
like
out?
100 and something a week.
Oh, 100 something
100 and something a week.
Oh,
So that'd be
okay.
like, what, $25 a day, something like that?
Pretty
Well,
much.
for 5
Okay,
days.
so you're working at a McDonald's or something, you're not making much money, and then 125, let's say, a week you have to give to a daycare. And now I hear about a program where it's free, plus the children get to learn something. So am I breaking the rules by saying I'd rather do this than that because A, my child is going to be better off, and B, I'm going to have more money at the end of the week?
It's a give or take situation, and you have to look at every situation. Sometimes it is beneficial for the parents to work with us and working to better their education so they can obtain a better job.
Right.
And then sometimes the parent is not working at all, and sometimes they're working and they don't qualify.
And you not only take care of dental, but you also do hearing and vision as well for the children.
Yes. Within the first 45 days, all children are required to have a dental examination within the first 90 days. For hearing, vision, speech, the first 45 days. All children are required to have immunization records and a well baby check.
Cynthia, I hope you aren't a stranger. I hope you come back a lot and keep us informed with all the things you're doing. You are a real giver in this community. So before you say goodbye today, somebody listening who wants to know more, give out the information that they need to know, the websites, the phone numbers.
They could call me directly if they want more information about the Head Start or the Early Head Start program.
Okay.
And my number is area code 352-629-0055, extension 293, or they can visit us at Discover CDSI.
Discover
CDS,
CDS.
Childhood Development Services.
Okay, discovercds.org.
Org.
Okay, I see it on my notes. Robin has it already. For those listening who know somebody who could benefit from this program, this announcement, this interview has been recorded as a video, and you'll see beautiful Cynthia in the video. So Robin will put this up on YouTube by 2:00 this afternoon. Well, we got some running around to do. It might be more like 3, but we'll get it up this today, and Cynthia will have it. You'll have access to the link, and you can share it on your sites, etc. And call us if you need any of that information repeated. It is the Head Start program. That's how you that's what you ask about.
Yes.
And this is up to age 5. Once they're
Up to
past
age
5,
5.
you're done. They
Yes.
move on to something else.
We transition them into the kindergarten program.
All right. Cynthia, thank you for everything you do for our community, for educating us, and for educating our children.
Thank you.
Good stuff. All right, we will take a little break. Damage control is up next. Joe Reichel will be here answering your questions about that thing that got damaged in your home. We'll take a break and be right back. Cynthia, thank you. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today. Watch out for a thunderstorm or two during the afternoon and evening hours. The high today, 88 to 92. And partly cloudy overnight, low 72 to 76. For tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds. A shower and thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon and evening hours. High tomorrow, 89 to 93. Thursday, partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm, mainly